Good morning, data refiners. My name is Justin H., and I'll be leading today's team meeting. And let's not forget today's goal, guys. 100 likes. I know we can do it. Let's do it for the Lumen algorithm. Hail Kier. And let's get in today's business. Here at this division of Lumen, we refine a different type of data. Some may call it spying, even gossiping. Such a nasty word. But I call it research. Today, we will be looking at our counterparts, although they are unaware that we are looking, as we are doing our part for Kier. Hail Kier. We will be looking at their actions, discussing, and seeing if we can use this to better and further develop here at Lumen Industries. All right, team, that should take care of today's house cleaning. Let's go ahead and review today's data. And remember, this is for research. Hail Kier. Let's do our part in advancing and developing here at Lumen Industries. Let's start. A new day at Lumen, and indeed it was. Let's go here to the screen. Before we start, let's give a hand clap and applause to our guy, Milachek. He is manager of the severed floor now. We finally got Cobell up out of here. If I may speak unprofessionally, I thought she was complete trash. In last season, we saw her get fired, basically, or suspended, but they got her up out of here. And she proceeded to tell Mark's Audi to leave. How dare you? Why would you do this? But if I was Miss Cobell and I was disgruntled, why would I proceed to help the Audis? I would let it burn, personally, me. I would let it freaking burn, okay? But yeah, she was weird. She was a weirdo. She was a weirdo, in my personal opinion. But Miss Cobell is out of here. As far as her in the outside world, I guess we will see what happens there. But I have a foul here. It's called Goodbye, Miss Selvig. Interesting. We'll see what happens with that next episode. But anyway, guys, once again, let's give an applause here to Seth Milachek. Real good guy here. Yes. Okay. So let's continue on here. We have a new addition to the management team, and she is quite I don't know. She kind of creeps me out a little bit. She would definitely put the fear of Kier in me, those facials and mannerisms. Miss Wong here, Miss Wong, and she demands respect. I definitely got a kick out of this part right here. We probably need something like this at our division right here with the ball. But during this part right here, they're taking the ball and they seem to be telling fun facts about themselves. Seems quite fun, if I might add. I might need to try this one day. And Mark S. Makes the mistake of confusing her with being friends. No, sir, she is not your friend. She is your supervisor, okay? I'm not your friend as well. I'm friend to none of you. We research here. Remember that, okay? Um, but anyway, so yeah, that's the new addition to here to this part of Illumin. So let's see what else we got here. Before we move on to the next part of our review, let me remind you guys once again, 100 likes. Sorry, 100 likes. Did you hit the like button yet? Do it for Kier. All right, moving on. Defiant Mark S. Take a look at this note he wrote. Let me go to it. This branch is run by a shambolic rube who goes by Milkshake. That's a pretty cool name. I think I need to get me a nickname. I would go by Afro Puff. That would be my nickname. But nicknames aside, very naughty thing you did, Mark S. But anyway, in an effort to try to get rid of his team, he plants this note and makes it seem like it's written by Mark S, even though we all know it wasn't. And he didn't even have the intelligence to change his handwriting. What a goof, right? But anyway, going back into our files here, let's see what happens after this. So, to my surprise, um, he gets his team back. So we got the band back together here. I gotta say, they do look like a good team. They do look like a good team, but the band is back together. Helly, Dylan, Irvin, and of course Mark. But my question is, why would they come back? Why would their Audis agree to come back? Um, well, we know Helena, of course, why she would want to go back. From my understanding, it was hard to get them to come back at first, and then all of a sudden, here they are. This would raise suspicion, and talking to you talking to some of you refiners out there, I've heard cloning. Those are very harsh allegations. Cloning, possibly a mole in the mist. We're going to talk about that. Helly or Helena, whoever you call yourself. Talk about you in just a second here. But before we do that, let's talk about the macro data uprising. This was a beautiful montage of what happened during last season's events in the newly reformed break room. So you can't tell me that Lumen isn't making strides to accommodate its employees. So yes, in this newly reformed break room, we're shown um, this high production, massive work of art here. I loved it, and you see here the work wife, work husband. I wonder if we're going to get any more development in that area there, the love area this season. We shall see. You know, what goes on in the workplace stays in the workplace, right? But what's more interesting is after this, of course, Helly's deception. Let's talk about it. Everybody was around and discussing what happened during their Audi experience. Maybe I need one. During their Audi experience in the outside world. And of course, everybody's story is, true to what they said, even though um, Irvin was a little hesitant because, he was heartbroken, even though that Bert wasn't his Bert. What was the purpose of him going banging on the door? I didn't understand that. I thought it was quite simpish, so to say. But, you know, but back to Helly here. And she just said she woke up in a, how'd that word get in there? That effing boring apartment. So she didn't tell the truth to her compatriots. Little time for critical thinking. Why do you think that is? Let me know down in the comments. Um, I'm getting right now, I'm feeling 50-50. She could be a mole. This could be the real Helena. But on the other side, I feel like maybe she didn't want to lose the trust of her friends here, so she decided to lie. Right now, I tend to think the latter half, but there's always room for doubt. And what a twist that would be, a mole in the mist. Interesting. All right. So now, let's see. Let's move on from here. I've already discussed Irvin. But I will say here, I think he's going to be the first one to find out that she is lying. He already questioned her alibi and questioned a night gardener, which there is no such thing. So we go on to Irvin, and there's an offer on the table. Milichik says you can leave if you want to, and he's very close to leaving. Um, for what? I don't know. He might as well stay. I don't see the point of him leaving, but of course, we know what he does a little bit later on, which we'll get to the end here. We're almost there. So let's see here. What's next in my files? Let's talk about Dylan. Oh, Dylan, you naughty boy. You have a secret and you're not telling your compatriots. But Milichik asked him to keep this secret room here, this new room they're working on. Audi family visitation suite seems splendid. You can't tell me that Lumen, excuse me, Lumen is not looking out for its employees. He'll care. So he asked him to keep this a secret as the others are single and don't know anything about family life, things of that nature. But of course, secrets don't stay hidden for long. And so, of course, we got the band back together, and I'm quite ready to see what happens when all these secrets are uncovered. Helly's deception, her not telling the truth, Dylan not telling them about this room as of now. So, that's going to be a quite interesting plot line for me there. But finally, what's behind Cold Harbor here? So, we get them getting back to work as they should, like good data refiners. And we get this lasting image of who seems to be Miss Casey. Who seems to be Miss Casey? Where is she? Where are they hiding her? The wellness room is gone. So there's no more wellness. Last um, we saw Milichik sending her into a room, which I think is tied to the elevator with the down arrow that Irvin is seeing here. But that's pretty much all I have for now. So much mystery to be unveiled. A great way to end off episode 1 of season 2 there. And with that being said, guys, I think we had a great team meeting here today reviewing this data for research. And with that being said, I would like you to drop your comments down below. And also make sure, guys, before we get up out of here, 100 likes. You can't leave until you hit that like button. We want 100 likes. Let's hit today's quota. Hail Cure. And I will see you guys next time. This has been Justin H. See you later.